Hey everyone, it's me, Chase. I wanted to do a very simple intro to vibe coding. You could probably find something more polished somewhere else, but this is just a normal dude trying to help you out. No buzzwords or anything. So, vibe coding is essentially using AI to build stuff for you. Um, there's a lot of new models out there, a lot of cool things happening, and it's getting pretty good to where you can build stuff. And I'm going to be showing you how to do it on desktop. So yeah, first things first, I'd recommend, if I was going to recommend anyone to vibe code, I'd say go ahead and get Cursor. So Cursor is kind of like, it's an IDE, like VS Code or anything like that. So go to Cursor, download it, and when you do that, it'll open up to something like this. You can see open project, clone repo, all that stuff. So once you have that, you're essentially ready. You can go ahead and it's highly worth just grabbing the subscription. I think there's a free version, but if not, it's like $20 a month. I pay for like the $200 a month one because it's that worth it to me. But yeah, I definitely would recommend, spending that $20. Go ahead and get the pro. So yeah, next, the biggest second thing beyond Cursor would be Vercel. So Vercel is like a way to publish websites and make changes very quickly, and it's easy enough for someone like me who's not super technical to understand and use. So it's highly recommended from me. Like that's what I'd recommend: Cursor and Vercel. So what you'd go and do is like log into Vercel.com. Let's see here, Vercel.com. It's going to log me in automatically. Create an account. Connect your GitHub. For those that don't know, GitHub is like Git control. It like saves your project essentially. It's very important. And so, yeah, once you have Cursor, you have Vercel. All you have to do, I'm going to show you how easy this is. You press Add New, Project, and then I always just do the next.js boilerplate. So go ahead and click that. And you're going to create a name. I'm going to say learn to vibe. This is going to be, and then I have my GitHub connected, so it's automatically going to create a GitHub repo, and then it's going to deploy it. So we're going to press create. So again, if you don't know GitHub, it's essentially creating a saved version on GitHub that you can use, and then whenever you commit stuff, it's going to save it, and it will let like Vercel know automatically, and it will create a new version of that for other people to use. So build logs, this is like something that you will need to know about, but it's essentially just Vercel building your website. This usually takes like 30 seconds to a minute, but it's important just to note, because if you get an error, it's very easy to copy the error and paste it back into Cursor. So as we can see, the website is deployed, and I can go learntovibe.vercel.app. So it's already live. Sweet. So we have a website that anyone can go to, and it's live. And then it's also connected to my GitHub. So I go here, and then you can, these are like the files. And then to bring it to Cursor, so we can start, vibe coding, is you go to this code section and you copy this. This is a little copy button. And then what you're going to do is go to Cursor, clone repo. So that means we're basically just saving it to our computer. Do that, save. Would you like to open it? Yes. And here we go. So there's going to be some settings and stuff that I like to mess around with. So like you have the agent, you talk to the agent here. You can have multiple agents at the same time. I don't use that too much. I mean, when you get advanced, you can have tons of agents running at the same time, but when you're just starting, there's no real need. And then here's all the files. So you press like this top button at the top right, toggle primary sidebar, and you'll be able to see all these files. This is your website. Um, and so then what do we want to make? I don't know. Let's say we want to, let's go to plan. So let's do this real quick. So there's an agent that kind of like does everything for you automatically. You can plan, which is like when you want to make a big change, or like you're first starting out and you want to give like your whole idea of what you want to do. Plan is really good because it will like create a huge document for the AI to follow in the future and keeps it like, in sync. Debug is good for when there's a problem and you don't know how to fix it. Like you've tried agent and it's not fixing it. You can go to debug and it will take a different approach, and that's better for debugging. And then there's ask, just if you want to ask about your code, if you have a question. So I'm going to do the plan since we're just starting out. I'll say, let's make like a vibe coding class website. I want to create a website for teaching people how to vibe code. It should have classes and tracking, etc. You can use fake classes and info for now. Make it modern and techie themed. Okay, so that's the plan. So I press enter, and you're going to see that it's starting to talk. It's starting to think. So you'll see this entire thing. It'll just run by itself. While that's running, I want to show that you, like to the right of the plan, you could choose different models. I use Opus 4.5, which is highly recommended, but it uses up more credits faster. It's expensive. It's essentially expensive, but it's good. It's worth it. Okay, so it's asking me clarifying questions. So what kind of tracking features? Simple, or do I want accounts? Mock only. So what we're going to do is we're going to do mock, because we're not, if I did a fully fledged one, it would just take a lot more time, and I'm not trying to like waste too much time on the video. How many pages? We can just do, we do multi-page. Shouldn't take too much effort. So again, this is taking time to plan out. So the output of this will be this page. You're going to see like charts and diagrams, and it's going to give you a plan for everything. And this is really good because once it's done, you read through it and you confirm with yourself, okay, yeah, this is looking good, or no, I don't really think that is what I want. And then you can reply here in the chat and say, hey, adjust this for the plan, change this for the plan. So it finished. So if I was doing this for real, I'd go through and read it and make sure the plan makes sense. You can press build from up here, or you can press build from here. Doesn't matter. So I said, okay, let's build. And when I did that, you'll notice that it changed it from plan to agent. So now it's like fully worker mode. And what it's going to do is create, our website. Another cool thing is so you might just notice I opened another tab. So you can have another tab, which is another agent. And I want to say like run local dev server in cursor browser. And what this is going to do is it's going to open up the website right here. So I can see like the changes being edited live. I always like doing that just to see what's going on. On our other agent here, we could see that it's making all the adjustments. So it's doing the theme right now in global. Yeah, this is still working on getting the browser going. You can obviously tell that I'm not super technical because you could probably just do that in a very simple way. okay, it looks like it's installing dependencies, which are things that you need for the code to work. But yeah, just kind of. Oh, here we go. So look, here's the website. We haven't made it. It hasn't made any edits yet, but it is. When it starts to get to the point where it's actually implementing things, this will change automatically, which is really cool. What are some other things? While this is going, I'm going to show you. Oop, looks like it finished. Or, oh no, that was. So you heard the sound for when it finishes. This just said, "Hey, we launched it. We're done." I'm going to close this tab now. But yeah, so down here, or over here on this tab, so we have the files over here. Git. If it's not showing this, let me think about how to say this. You want to make sure that this is connected to your GitHub. So make sure that Vercel is connected to GitHub. Cursor is connected to GitHub. It'll probably prompt you if you're not. But what you can see is all these changes that are being made to the website. And when you have these changes that are different from what's like live, they'll show up here. And you will eventually, when it's time, commit these to GitHub. GitHub, again, is where you save your stuff. And when you push it to GitHub, Vercel will automatically see that, and then it will create a new website. They call it a deployment. It will deploy those changes. And yeah, so that's I know I'm going all over the place. I'm just trying to help you guys get into this. Some other stuff that you might be interested in is that you might need storage. So like, let's say if we have a class and we want to store people, usernames, accounts, how many classes they've had, you can attach through Vercel databases. You need a database to do these things. For me, I find Convex to work really well, but I know a lot of people like Supabase or any of these other ones, Neon. So you can go ahead and do that. What else do we got here? So as you can see on the website, it's starting to make changes. So you can see here, it says Vibe Code. It created an icon for us. It created this stuff down the bottom. I'm not sure if any of the buttons work just yet. No, don't work yet. Still working on all this. Oh, there we go. Some big changes. So look, you can see it is creating this course right in front of our eyes. And I'm not doing anything besides, all I said was, create a course. Can't click into it yet. It's still working. But, you kind of get the idea here. What are some other things that you would want to know? I'll be honest. Maybe if you want to do payments, a place to look would be Stripe. Stripe. And you'd want to go to their developer program, get like an API key and all that stuff. But this is how most apps, if you want to charge people, this is how they're doing it, through Stripe. And then, yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. What you can just talk to your agents just like normal, right? It doesn't need to be super technical. You could just talk like a normal person. Some other things is you can copy paste. So if I copy and then I paste, you could copy paste screenshots, which is super helpful to say hey, change this, or this is off center. Or they recently added a cool thing where you see this little button here. This allows you to select specific elements. So you say, hey, I want, and then when you click it, it'll show up here. So it knows exactly which element you are referencing when you use that tool, and it makes it a lot more accurate in terms of like what you're asking it to change. So yeah, let's see here. We have a ton of. So we have another page with all courses. Now that one of the actual courses is displaying here. We can make this a little bit bigger. So look at your website. It's being formed as like just out of thin air, right? But you could do this with anything, right? Let's say you want to make a goal tracking app. Let's say you want to make a Twitter CRM. Let's say you like any kind of business or any kind of app that you'd like to do. You could vibe code it. When you are ready to do like a website, so right now, like the URL is this learntovibe.vercel.app. But when you're ready to like add a website, you can go to domains right here, and then you can search and you can just buy it right there. So it's pretty simple. So it looks like this just finished. We have a ton of changes. So now it's time to commit it to GitHub and then push it to Vercel and then have Vercel make the changes or like push those changes. So like right now, on my left side is what's in production, what's live. In Cursor, this is my development server. So this is not live. I have not pushed these changes. What I do is I generate comment. So it's going to use AI to scan all these changes and make a comment. You need to have a comment to commit things. And then press sync. So once I press that sync button, you're going to come here, deployments. Look, there it is. And it's got that same exact comment made by me. And so it's building. You see the last one took 35 seconds and it says current. That shows you which version is current. So it's still showing this one. But after, 30 seconds to a minute, it'll say ready. There it goes. It's ready. It switched to current. So now this is the same URL. When I press refresh, there you go. Now it's your website. Look at that. So now this is live. You could send this to anyone. I could send this to you right now, and you would have this website. Courses, dashboard, home. Look at that. I mean, that's like, there's a lot more work in terms of like the back end stuff of like accounts and all that. But again, AI can handle all that, and it's kind of insane, right? Like, think about the possibilities are limitless. So yeah. If you have more questions or you have other things you'd like me to cover, please, put it in the comments. I'm kind of just doing this to try to, help. Again, I'm not like flashy. I'm just a normal guy. I'm not super technical. I'm not an expert, but I'm just trying to say like, use Cursor, use Vercel, and use GitHub, and you're good. You're golden. It might take you a little bit to get set up, but like, you saw how fast that was. That used to take people weeks and thousands of dollars, right? And you just did it. That's insane, right? Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. Again, let me know if you want other content or other tutorials. Happy to help. All right, talk soon.